Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today, I'm going to be showing you guys the 37th weekly snapshot for 2012. And if you guys are curious about the diamond-ridden world that is all around me here, well, that is not a part of the new snapshot, but it's actually a part of the Lamid mod maker that I reviewed yesterday. However, in the snapshot, there are some customization features to Superflat world, so I'll go ahead and I'll get into that here in just a little bit. Now, there isn't a whole lot about this snapshot that's, brand new, but there's enough to cover it in one video, so I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to launch right into it here. So there's now a new crafting recipe for pumpkin pie, and all you have to do is place down sugar, pumpkin, and an egg into a crafting bench, and I believe any random order whatsoever. Let me just go ahead and let me do that here really quick. Just toss one down here, one here, one here. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you toss them, you will get pumpkin pie. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to put these back here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And the pumpkin pie itself actually will heal you for 4 hunger points. So if I were in survival mode right now, then it would heal me for 4. Let me go ahead and let me put myself into survival mode here. You'll see that it'll refill me for all of those 3 that are left. So moving on here, there's a whole bunch of sprites that got to change. Bread, raw chicken, raw pork chop, raw beef, cooked chicken, cooked pork chop, the apple, the carrot, and the golden carrot all got some sprite changes, but otherwise there are no new changes with them other than just that. The pulses for wooden buttons and stone buttons have now been lengthened a little bit. And this is something that I'm not really a huge fan of because I know that there are probably a lot of redstone devices out there that rely on the speed of the old timer, for the buttons. So what I think they should do is make the wooden button have a longer pulse and not the stone one, because the stone one is what exists on a lot of devices today. But because the wooden one is so new, I think it would work just fine, if like the wooden one had a slightly higher pulse, because it would give you more than one use, for using just that. Couple of more miscellaneous changes are you can now get experience for fishing. Pigs now have the ability to jump while you're riding them. /clear will clear your inventory, and evil mobs are now more fearless in hard difficulty, and I might check that one out later on here. Another new implementation is now, if you take a look at my armor here, there's now a part of the armor that appears as if it isn't dyed, so you can tell what the armor is. It looks though as if I got poo on my knees, and I just got an email. But it looks as if I got poo on my knees or something. It looks really bad. But anyways, so if I go ahead and I put the leggings in here, and let's just say I want to drop in my purple dye, you'll see that on the little icon, it'll show a brown section, and then a purple section, so you can know that it is dyed just by looking at it. So if you pick it up on the ground, you can tell what that is. You can tell it's purple yoga pants with poo on the knees. Yeah, that's seriously what it looks like. I'm not making this up. This is just what it looks like. Wow. Anyways, moving on here. So most of the new features of the snapshot are not actually in the form of items or anything like that. But if I go ahead and I save and quit here, and then I go to single player, you'll notice that right down here, there is a new option called recreate. And essentially what that does is it allows you to recreate a world from scratch using the same seed. So if I click on a world and I hit recreate here, it'll name it copy of whatever I had it named before. You can change up the game mode and things like that. So if I instead want to play the map on survival or something like that, I can go ahead and do that. This is more specifically catered towards changing things like generate structures, allowing cheats, and allowing the bonus chest, and then changing what the world type is. Though if I go ahead and I generate it here, because I don't have any mods installed or anything like that, it's not actually going to generate the world like with all of those diamonds as it had before, and it's not going to generate it with any of your pre-existing items. It's actually just going to generate the world given the seed that the old world had. So it has its own uses, and if you guys want to check it out, it is in the new snapshot. And if you guys want to download the snapshot, as always, the link is going to be in the description below. So one of the new options when you go to create a new world now, if you go ahead and you select Superflat, you'll notice there's a new button called Customize, and you can actually customize some of the properties that have to do with the spawning of the world. So if I click on Customize here, this is what a Superflat world will be by default. The bottom layer will be bedrock, just one layer of it. The middle layer will be, the 2 middle layers will be dirt, and the top one will be grass. And as of right now, the add layer and edit layer are not yet implemented, but if you want to do it for yourselves, all you have to do is go into preset here, and you can just mess around with these. So if instead what I could do is I could make the bottom layer here, instead of having, I know that 7 right here stands for bedrock, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to change that to 12. And I'm going to make that sand. You know what? Because I can. So I'm going to use that preset. So now the bottom is now sand. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove this layer here. And then I'm going to remove this layer. And now we're just going to have a sand world. This ought to be interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit done here, and I'm going to spawn this, and I may have to exit out of the world pretty quickly because it may cause a lot of lag. Let's go ahead. Let's generate this. Let's generate a super flat 1-layer sand world. It may start falling really quickly here. I need to be careful because I think things like villages may be able to spawn, though I'm not sure if they can spawn on top of sand. But anyways, if I break any one of these blocks here, the whole thing is going to start collapsing. I need to get up really high here. Whoa, that has a really cool effect, and I like how it's not lagging much at all, though the generation is just kind of derping. But yeah, I mean, if you guys ever wanted to do something like this, just have the world like with falling sand as far out as you can see. You could, like, I don't even know what the use of this would be. This is just funny. Like, at least to me, this is just wicked funny. You just look at all that sand falling into nothing. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And if you wanted to, you could even create thicker bits of sand, you know, like, so you can make it fall really, really thick. But yeah, there's really no use to that, though. If you do want to customize the way that world spawning works, let me just go ahead and let me go back into here and give you guys a little bit of a better idea. So there are some presets that are offered. So if I want classic flat, you can just have that. I can put in Tunneler's Dream, and then you can kind of notice what's going on here. So there's going to be bedrock. You know, that's the bottom layer. Then there's going to be 230 layers of stone, which means it's a really deep world. 5 layers of dirt, and then the top is going to be grass. So it pretty much just makes like as tall of a world as you could make. Yeah, at least almost as tall of a world as you can make, you know, with just like all stone. So let me go ahead and let me generate that. You guys probably already know from the way I explained it here, but you can see if I hit F3 here, I'm at 237 on the y-axis, and then I could just dig. I could dig like forever, and it won't generate any cave systems or anything like that, or any ore, so you're not going to have this super massive cave system world or anything like that, though I think that would be a cool option for Superflat. Generate caves or don't generate caves. You could have some serious customization options if you could just turn on or off all of the features of a normal world. Like, it could really be a very nice feature if that were to be implemented. But yeah, you can see here, look at that y-axis go down. This is just, okay, I think you guys get the point at this point. So let me go ahead and let me mess with a few more things here within this. Let me just show you guys the rest of the presets. So water world, this one's kind of obvious. So it's water world. It'll have the top 90 will be water. Jeez, that's intense. The bottom 5 will be sand. Then below that will be dirt. And then below that will be stone. And then the bottom one will be bedrock. Overworld. This one here, it's just kind of like simulates a flat overworld. Puts you at the same height that you would of the ground layer of a normal overworld. Let me go ahead and let me show you guys the last ones. Snowy Kingdom. There you go. Yeah, you can kind of see what's going on here. You guys probably get the idea of how this works by now. It's just layers, and it allows you to, you know, input what spawns on the given layers. So let's show you guys Bottomless Pit. Bottomless Pit actually is really nothing. It's the same thing, so I don't know what they were planning on doing with that one. And then Desert. This is where I originally had the idea for creating a sand thing, where you could just go ahead and you could remove layers, you know, one after another. But as I showed before, but I want to be more precise about it. If you want to customize these for yourselves, then you can. So I think the way it works is it starts with layer 1, the bottom layer, semicolon, whatever you want, and then, or no, it's how many layers you want, starting with the bottom. So 1 layer of 7, which is bedrock, 2 layers, 2 times 3. Okay, so 2 times 3, which I guess, yeah, 2 times 3, and then 2 and 1. So you can mess around with these all you want here, and you can see what the custom presets are for these. So yeah, 2 times 3. I'm a little bit curious. 2 times 3. Okay, I'm guessing it means 2 of 3, so 2 layers times 3, which, and the number, I know what 2 times 3 is, but like 2x3, which means 2 layers of 3, and 3 is dirt. The item ID for dirt is 3. So I guess that's what that means if you want to customize that. So let me try this. 2x 20. That's going to be glass. Yeah, okay, so it'll create 2 layers of glass if I wanted to. So that's how that works. The X means 2 layers of that. So anyways, guys, I think there might be a few more things that I might be missing, though I'm not really too sure. I'm just looking over all of my notes here. There is one more thing, actually, so let me go ahead and let me show you guys that now, because I would have missed one of the more important features. So as you can see here, oh, okay, I didn't actually implement the customization options. Well, but let me go ahead and let me give myself some soul sand here, and then give myself the wither skeleton heads. Let's see, the wither skeleton heads. And then let's go ahead and let's spawn ourselves a wither here. So something cool to note about the withers that have changed is that now, let me just go ahead and let me show you guys. Oh, I'm on peaceful mode. That'd probably be why that just happened. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. So there we go. So once the wither is done spawning and its protective shield goes away, you know, once its health maximizes, it's going to... Yeah, that is a bit bigger of an explosion than I expected to. But yeah, if you want to blow stuff up, there you go. I wonder why there's no piso mobs around here. Well, wait, are they attacking each other? I'm a little bit confused. Why did you start attacking? Okay, what are you doing? Will you guys fight to the death? Oh man, I was gonna say that would be so amazing if you guys would just fight to the death. What are you attacking? What are you doing? Okay, yeah, follow me or something. Jeez. They're just making no sense. And I'm wondering why there's no piso mobs that are spawning in Superflat maps right now. That's kind of peculiar. Oh, I think that was an update that was added into one of the previous updates or something. I don't really like that update, though. I do like my piso mobs spawning all around. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've covered absolutely everything that I want to. Again, I'm just very quickly going over my notes. There are various bug fixes here and there with the snapshot, though not including the terrible chunk loading. If you spawn a regular world, look at this. What is going on here? Bam. Yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end off this snapshot here. Why are you guys firing down? What is down here that is so interesting? What are you guys even doing? You seem... Okay, well, yeah, like, why are you throwing off an attack here? What are you so fascinated about? I don't even know. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end off the snapshot review here. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Yeah. Do you need some Ritalin? Thanks so much for watching.